But if it looks to the heavens for spiritual riches, it looks now to the earth for its economic wealth. For centuries, the small city of Jeddah and others like Medina and Mecca were the only settlements and sources of trade and revenue in a patchwork collection of deserts and quarreling tribes. It was not until the turn of this century that an Arab ruler, Abdul Aziz ibn Saud, began to piece together this jigsaw to make one kingdom. Jeddah, now a bustling seaport on the Red Sea, first grew rich as a marketplace for Arab spices, perfumes, and ivory. Today, it's still a trading post, but its wealth stems from travelers, not spices, and not from ivory, but oil. Together, they have brought Saudi Arabia the riches of the world. Every street has its money changer, and every street corner has its bank. The Saudis, simple men who once seized power with the sword, men who knew what it was to go hungry, men like Sheikh Ashmawi have mastered the intricacies of trading oil for imports of raw materials. These are needed for a rapidly expanding development program intended to update the living standards of 5 million Saudis. To make it work, they need to import even the labor. Several 100,000 Yemenis provide the muscle for the new Saudi Arabian economy. Oil provides the capital. Every day, Jeddah sees the flow of products from the factories of the Western world. Cement to build, cars to drive, clothes to wear, seed to sow, and food to eat. Across the trade routes of the world come cargoes attracted by the money that crude oil leaves behind. And from across the world, other cargoes of people attracted to the central shrine of the Muslim religion. More than 500,000 people come to Saudi Arabia every year in fulfillment of their sacred duty to make the pilgrimage to Mecca at least once in their lifetimes. To the place where 700 million Muslims direct their thoughts, these 500,000 now direct their feet. They used to come by camel. Now they come by comet. Jeddah Airport, where the temperature is 120 in the shade. To land here is to be hit by a suffocating blast of heat, but to land here is also to be cleansed. From French Africa, Guinea, Afghanistan, Algeria, Malaya, India, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, and Spain. Journeys that once took weeks now take hours. Once a year they make the pilgrimage, the Hajj, to keep faith with Muhammad. Saudi Arabia's responsibility as the protector of the Muslim faith is a serious one. A separate Ministry of Pilgrimage has been created to supervise the smooth running of the Hajj and the welfare not only of the 500,000 who make the trek from overseas, but also the other 500,000 who make the journey from within Saudi Arabia itself. Two new pilgrim cities have been built near Jeddah to accommodate them. Fleets of buses are provided to take them the 50 miles to Mecca, and new roads, built by British and Italian engineers, have been laid down to smooth the journey. A century ago, making this dash across the desert meant risking attack from nomadic raiders who grew rich on loot they took from the caravans of the faithful. The descendants of the nomads still grow rich from the pilgrims, however, since an estimate for the revenue from the last Hajj is put at more than $120 million. Yet Saudi Arabia increasingly regards the Hajj as less of a money spinner and more of a sacred responsibility.